Most central bank issued currencies will have unlimited supply. So we have the old problem of more and more quantitative easing, and more of those currency will be minted.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Crypto. We are joined by Changpeng Zhao, the founder of Binance. But before we hear what he has to say, let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index for today. As of recording this video, it is at 25. Slightly better than yesterday's 20. Currently, Bitcoin and Ethereum are trading for 19,900 and 1,322 respectively. With that being said, let's get started with the video.
I think there's a couple of different things. I think the first thing is really, let's just talk about Bitcoin. I believe Bitcoin is just a better form of money. Our current currency systems have a lot of flaws. Right now, we're witnessing probably the largest amount of quantitative easing by governments all around the world. And when governments do that, everybody becomes poor because there's more currencies being printed and you're not given much of that directly. The majority, the bulk of it is going to be given to like Wall Street banks and to bail out other companies, etc. And we don't know where it goes, but we do know that your whatever bank account numbers you have or whatever salary you're getting is getting diluted, even though the numbers don't change, but the numbers, the purchasing power will decrease. So that's one aspect of it. Bitcoin is limited supply, 21 million of them ever, and you can't cheat that. You know that's mathematically guaranteed. No one can change it.
Bitcoin is what the modern financial world needed for a very long time. We saw governments printing trillions of dollars and pumping them into the economy, making people poor in the process. CZ says Bitcoin solves the problem of decreasing purchasing power since it is limited to 21 million Bitcoin only. No one can print Bitcoin, and given its scarce nature, it will continue to appreciate in value, thus acting as a great hedge against inflation.
Sure. So Bitcoin is not centrally issued. It's issued by a network of computers which follows the Bitcoin protocol. And if one computer does not follow it, it will be rejected from the network. So it's mathematically guaranteed that every 4 years, the new coins being issued decreases by half, and by 2040-ish, all 21 million of Bitcoins will be minted. So right now, I think around 18 to 19 million Bitcoins are already minted. So the new supplies coming up is decreased. So this is guaranteed by software. This is guaranteed by a number, thousands or probably tens of thousands of nodes running Bitcoin mining software. So this is something that even the founder, the creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, or his wife, or his friends, they can't change it. So this is mathematically guaranteed. So this is the first time humans are able to guarantee this type of issuance of currencies using the blockchain technology, which is a core invention, of course, by Bitcoin, by Satoshi Nakamoto.
Not even the founder of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, can print more Bitcoin because it is based on a decentralized issuance model which uses computer nodes to validate new blocks of information. Since 19 million Bitcoin have already been mined, it will continue to get more difficult to mine more Bitcoin as every 4 years, the mining difficulty increases.
So Bitcoin is backed by utility. So the more people who use it, the more value it will have. So you could say, for example, Facebook is not backed by anything per se, just have a large number of users who use it. And if something is used by a large number of users, then you have value. So Bitcoin has utility. It has many use cases where the current currency system does not work well. So the quantitative easing is one aspect of it. If you think about transferring value from one country to another, let's say from US to China or vice versa, there's usually a lot of difficulties in doing that. So Bitcoin is a way for people to potentially transfer wealth or value across the globe from anywhere to anywhere on their own, following the protocol. So it has a lot of other use cases where today's currencies are not able to do. So given the high amount of utility, it has value. So the value is generated that way.
Bitcoin critics often ask how Bitcoin's value is determined, as it is not backed by something physical. They do have a very valid question, and there is a very simple answer to that. Bitcoin's value is dependent on the number of users it has. just like any other platform that offers a service, for example like CZ pointed out Facebook.
Sure. So any government or the feds or any authority can issue a digital currency, even using the blockchain technology. But there's a few other properties that are quite important here. Is that you can use the blockchain technology to issue a currency that's still on limited supply. So is the supply of the currency limited, guaranteed by the protocol? Most central bank issued currencies will have unlimited supply. So we have the old problem of more and more quantitative easing, and more of those currency will be minted, and the previous holders of those currencies will get diluted in value. So that's so if governments are willing to issue a fixed supply currency that they will no longer dilute that with no future quantitative easing, then you will match up on that property or on that advantage of Bitcoin. The second thing is, would governments still block you from doing certain transfers? For example, if you want to send your cousin or your friend, I don't know, in the Philippines, say, I don't know, you want to buy a house in the Philippines, it costs, I don't know, $1 million or something. Can you send that with ease, very quickly, without too many middleman intervention, without a lot of approval processes? So how easy that process is how easy that currency is to use. With Bitcoin, there's no intermediary. No one's going to block you. It's guaranteed to work. So basically fundamentally still comes down to is it limited supply? Does it have a high degree of freedom of transfer or usage? And is it cheap to do? Is it cheap to use?
We are seeing a lot of countries hopping on the central bank digital currency bandwagon, but it is practically of no use because they don't solve the two biggest problems with fiat: printing more money and ease of transfer. Bitcoin solves both, as not only is it limited, it also allows users to send or receive money anywhere in the world almost instantly.
So for example, if that's Bitcoin 2.0, that's better than Bitcoin 1.0, people may slowly shift from 1.0 to 2.0. And then if there are two different coins, then one coin will devalue over time, the other coin will increase in value in time. But right now, or it could be something that's, I don't know, some other coin that's literally millions of other coins on the market. One of them may get really wide adoption and people will shift towards that. So the thing with decentralized currencies is that there's a very large community of people around that already. So the shift, it will now go from like, I don't know, $1,500 to $15,000 to zero in one day. The shift will be somewhat gradual. But right now, we are still at the very beginning of the Bitcoin journey, I believe. So we're still seeing like rapid growth of Bitcoin.
The only thing that can cause Bitcoin to lose value is if an even better option pops up and we see people shift towards it. However, this is very unlikely, as Bitcoin can offer almost everything that one can think of.
So most of the investments we make are going to be in the crypto space. So 80% of them are going to be in the crypto space, probably today closer to anything that's infrastructure related for crypto. So anything that helps exchanges, faster blockchains, better wallets, better security infrastructure. So sort of building the foundations of the crypto industry. And 20% of them are just out there. We invest in all kind of random projects as well, moonshots, crazy stuff. Also, sometimes even in traditional industries. For example, we even look at banks to see, hey, can we get a bank to work more closely with the crypto industry? So so we invest mostly in the crypto industry, but it's still a little bit outside as well.
CZ reveals that Binance mostly invests in the education and awareness of the crypto industry and also supports new projects every now and then. He also says that Binance is trying to get banks to be involved in the crypto space to further boost crypto adoption.
I don't really know how central banks think, and I'm not really them. So, but I think the possibility is definitely there. But at the same time, I think cryptocurrency is already relatively widely adopted. It's Bitcoin cryptocurrency is a concept. You can't erase that concept from people's mind. So like today, if governments don't like the internet, they can try to shut it down together, but there will be Internet 2.0 or the next version of it. So once the concept is out, now the collective human population there's enough people in the human population who understands this now, so it can't be deleted or erased. So there's always going to be there may be some pressure or conflicts or race between the two. But I think instead, I actually think the reverse. The best way for for central banks or governments to sort of slow down the adoption of Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies is to make the current fiat currencies to do less quantitative easing and to make it cheaper to use, easier to use, less restrictions. So I think that's a better way to compete, rather than say, hey, look, if you're a bookstore, you just want to compete with Amazon by holding your fort. That's not going to work. It's much better to adopt the new technology innovations.
The governments and banks can try to fight Bitcoin as much as they want, but the fact is that too many people understand the fundamentals behind a decentralized financial system. This idea will continue to exist, and no one can stop it now because it has become so widespread. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe to our channel so we can keep rolling out such informational videos for you on a daily basis.